Hi folks, this is all the fruit and I'm back in Malaysia searching for the fruit season. Spent almost 1 month in Kalimantan in Indonesia and Borneo, and actually on the last day I found the fruit season in Lanjak, a village about 60 kilometers away from here. But by then I had trouble to get money with my credit card, and also my visa was almost expired. I also had no shoes to climb the mountains with because I destroyed 2 shoes on the last 2 pairs of shoes on the last trip to the heart of Borneo. So now here I'm in Malaysia, and now I need to assess the fruit season. Well, I'm here on some sort of observation tower at Lubok Antu market. Lubok Antu is the border town on the Malaysian side. So let's look around what we see. Bananas, some mangoes, oil palm and coconut trees, durians. Here 2 matua trees behind this rondel. Here a river. A river is always good. You can see that the water is low. Low water means dry season. Dry season means no fruit season. Well, what else can we see? Encala trees on the other side. Right between the cane. Is it sugar cane or is it giant tree or is it something completely? Well, between the bananas and the palms there is an encala tree. No fruits on it. The mango tree over there, no fruits on it. The rambutan tree, there seems to be 1 branch on top with fruits. Here another matua tree, no visible fruits. No visible fruits on the mango trees over there. This tall tree with few branches and leaves, there is something hanging on it which looks like fruits, but I guess they are not edible fruits. I didn't see any durians on the market, but I saw only 1 fruit stall. Let's see, let's continue assessing everything. When you are fruit hunting, it's always good to find such a high observation point. A bridge like this is also a good observation point. You can look in both directions over the river. A lot of interesting stuff grows along rivers. Even if it's a bridge over another road, it can still help you look quite far. Nice little park around here. The papaya tree over there. Well, it's not a tree, it's a papaya plant. It has fruits, but papayas are not seasonal. Behind that I see 3 mango trees, all of them in flower. Well, in flower but not in fruit. So yeah, for now it looks grim, but I have to travel quite far away from here. I could have climbed those hills here behind the town. There is still a possibility I will do it if I don't manage to get a ride out of town. It seems that the next bus goes tomorrow, but there is still hitchhiking, folks. So yeah, for now it looks kind of grim. It looked better in Lanjak actually than here. Definitely dry season and no visible seasonal fruits. Also, I'm a bit late for the market, so I cannot assess what they have here. Or actually, they were sending me for one place, from one place to another. Very strange. Lanjak's market this morning at 7 was bustling, despite Lanjak being a small village. This market now at 2 is quite empty. Pity. But yeah, I cannot assess what fruits are available on markets right now. So I will continue my search for the fruit season. Down from the tower, now I'm at the rondel, which gives me a closer look on everything. Here, giant taro, although this one is not as giant as some others. This is the dry season. The leaves should be the size of small cars. They are the size of small suitcases. Some tall banana over there. Don't even know what it is. What's this fruit? Kenundong. I forgot the name of the Singapore rhododendron fruit. The matua trees are just flowering. I couldn't see it from above because it was too far away. Yeah, flowering but not fruiting. a Kebuntig, the Singapore rhododendron. Its name is Kebuntig. The stuff on the other side of the river. There are some jackfruit trees I couldn't recognize, some breadfruit, some trees I still don't recognize. Here the pinang palms with the orange fruits, which are, well, not fruits you eat like fruits, but fruits you eat like trucks. The durian trees are empty. There seems to be some cucurbitaceae climbing over some trees, but I cannot see it from here. Yeah, looks quite bleak around here, folks. Couple Iman guys gave me a lift for the first 5 kilometers. Now I'm out of town. Well, the problem is I don't have all the resources like the market, the hotel, the restaurants. So if I don't get a lift for the next 80 kilometers, I'm kind of screwed. But for now, let's see what we have here. A young guava tree in front of this shed. A lot of bananas. A coconut tree. Here a little bit hidden, a big. Okay, let me hitchhike. Oh no, he's going in the wrong direction. No chance. Well, the oil palm is hidden among this durian grove, where there is not a single fruit. There is some sort of artocarpus next to the durian. Okay, the next car. Nope. A couple matoa trees here with the okay, the next one going the wrong way. So a couple matoa trees here. What is on the right of them? The stuff that looks like a matoa tree but is much darker above this little pavilion. I think it's a daba, it's the Borneo olive. Behind this matoa there seems to be another oil palm. Behind this little house there seems to be a sapote chico. The next thing could be a small encala and another dabai. Yeah, we don't seem to be in season. I wouldn't have minded to see the market of Lubok Antu in the morning, but I decided to press on. This is definitely an encala. Here the tree with the big leaves. Kemunting, or the Singapore rhododendron, the stuff with the beautiful pink flowers. And last but not least for now, this little thing here, the name is some sort of flax or hemp. It's a popular ornamental, very good jungle, makes very good jungle clothing, and also has tasty little fruits. Walking through some pretty degraded secondary vegetation. The remaining nutrients in the soil after the destruction of the original jungle are just not enough to produce good vegetation here anymore. And still somebody is trying in an old bulldozed trail to cultivate pineapples. Well, I have been hitchhiking in this area before, and it's notoriously hard to get a ride here. On the other side of the border, almost every car stopped, like more than half of them. Here I had already 40-50 cars and nobody stopped. Let's see what we can forage here. Yeah, typical vegetation of very poor bogs and swamps. Beautiful orchids here. There should be a lot of pitcher plants, good if you are out of water. Kemunting, the Singapore rhododendron. But the fruits are kind of dried up. Well, maybe I should go back there and hitchhike some more. Or I'm gonna get stuck here for the night. Actually, there is a small durian hut over there, but I haven't got enough water, and I doubt I can find enough good quality pitcher plants to get me through the night. I'm already dehydrated. Come on, stop. Not even, they are not stopping, but they are giving me a very white bird. They are all driving on the other side of the road while passing me. I don't know. This area is mostly settled by Iban. And yeah, every time I've been trying to hitchhike around here, it's hard. It takes hours to get a ride. Let's see what we got here. Rice and manioc, and behind it an old durian grove. Beautiful old durian trees. Guess those two cars, those people are busy somewhere, either in the rice paddy or maybe even in the durian grove. Maybe there is durian. Well, I already had 4 durians today on the other side of the border. I think I will resist exploring this beautiful place. Shorea trees on the other side, those produce an oily nut. Here's some banana cultivars. In the background, oil palm, pepper and caoutchouc plantations. As I said, always use every opportunity when you're on a high structure, usually it's a bridge, to check out the vegetation underneath, because you just get a different perspective. Blackberries on this thing. It's quite, I think it's invasive, I'm seeing it everywhere. Red berries or one of the vines which climb up on this shorea tree there. But nope, it really seems like I've already left the fruit season. Oh, there was fruit season in Lanjak, but the stupid ATMs were not accepting my card anymore, or I could have stayed there a couple days. Now I'm here in an area where people don't give you a lift and where there are no fruits, no fruit season. I also stand corrected. Most of the big trees in this grove are shorea. Let's try if this one will give me a lift. Nope. But this is a young durian grove here, right behind the pepper plantation. Pepper is not paying so well anymore, so it's not being maintained anymore. I made it to Sri Aman, one of my absolute favorite cities in Malaysia. Feel sad to leave Indonesia, but yeah, I kind of had to. I feel happy to be here. I missed the tidal bore. There is a huge wave which comes up the river every day. You can see the river is quickly flowing upriver. But yeah, the famous tidal bore, the famous tidal wave which you can surf has already passed. The 5 o'clock tree has already folded its leaves. 5 o'clock trees are very interesting plant. Last but not least, they have nice fruits which you can eat. Last time I was here, I asked the fisherman who was on the pier if there are any crocodiles here. He looked under the pier and said, not yet. Yeah, they kind of stopped the surfing competitions here after a couple surfers got eaten by the crocodiles. Yeah, let's check out the night market. Mr. Crocodile Ada has crocodile? Where? Huh? Sorry, di mana? Jalan sana has crocodile.
Yes.
Di mana? Di air? Near the temple?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. I go there and check it out. So no crocodile here underneath?
No.
Oh, pity. Okay, I go look there. Apparently there is no old-fashioned night market anymore. Well, they worked hard to remove it. Also, it seems there are no crocodiles, but then what's bubbling here like this? Crocodiles like to do it. Well, sewers also like to do it. Okay, so let's go. I remember that somewhere around here I found some mangrove apple a couple years ago. Very special fruit. Kind of an acquired taste, but not bad. Here they are. No, not the crocodiles, but the apples. Ah, there is a big one, right? Well, above between those two boats. Oh, why did they put boats in the only area where they are tasty? Mangrove apples. There is a smaller one here. I don't know, I think I've eaten only one or two in my life. I don't even know if they were ripe. So here is one, good size one. Well, oh god, I get all this gunk over me. But let's see what it tastes like. Oh. Okay, this one is not an acquired taste. It's just plain unripe. I guess that's the crocodile they sent me to. Of course, it's slightly bigger than the biggest one ever properly recorded, but yeah, that's what statues are for. So I'm gonna go forage in the little grove around the old fortress. Let's see if I can find something there. Beautiful old 5 o'clock trees. Even more impressive kapok trees. This thing here must be around 3 meters thick. It's as thick as a hut, folks. Down there were a lot of figs lying around. Yeah, there are a couple here, small ones. All 3 of them. The kapok, the 5 o'clock tree or monkey pot, and the figs are technically edible, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, the poor birds here, Chinese New Year, and they are being scared by the countless fireworks. A cannonball tree. The huge brown fruits look like rusty cannonballs and can be totally confused with the local Assam bawang mangoes. However, they are very toxic. Well, not that the mangoes are harmless, but at least part of the mangoes are edible and part of the mangoes will harm you if you eat the fruits of this thing, which I totally intend to do soon. As soon as I find them, then you are in big smelly trouble. Head first. Some mango tree here. No fruits. It seems that after 1 month of searching Kalimantan, I finally found the fruit season in Lanjak, and I left on the very next day for an area where there is no fruit season. Oh, down here the other remnants of the night market. But what I liked most about those markets were the people selling stuff on the ground, fruit and veg and things. Yeah, the stalls where they fry stuff is cool, but not what I'm looking for. A water apple tree in the park around the fortress. However, not a single water apple on it. What a pity! In Kalimantan at least, the water apples were in season. The Singapore rhododendron, also without fruit. Well, African tulip tree, at least if I'm thirsty I can drink last day's rain from its flowers. Oh, and here they are continuing building their waterfront. Yeah, those countries in Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia and Indonesia, are developing very fast. So in a couple days, in a couple years maybe, The little Malayu village there will be gone and the waterfront will be extended by another 1 or 2 kilometers. Those brown balls lying around everywhere, what are they? Bitter. Should I have a video on them? Wait. This tree seems to have capsules, but up there they look like balls. Wait, that cannot be right. So they must be coming from those trees, but the inflorescences are completely barren, so I cannot confirm it. Where are those balls coming from, folks? From this tree or from that tree? Both seems impossible, but the ground is covered with them. Guess they're coming from this tree because, yeah, it seems like all have fallen off the inflorescences. I cannot confirm the shape of the fruits on this tree, but I can totally exclude the shape of the fruits on the other tree. If you know what this is, please tell me. Next, I went to the official downtown market of Sri Aman, Hirzama Sambawang, and despite not finding anything really new and exciting yet, yeah, the market is fruit-wise much better than the average Kalimantan market. Bright little fish, Mora Sambawang, seems to be in season. Well, this is because a lot of Iban are selling and buying here, and also it shows me that at least we have some sort of fruit season. I saw a Sambawang and also something which could be a Samputaran or maybe some strange Samkamantan. So yeah, the situation is better than in most of Kalimantan, but yeah, still there is not the plenty of fruit I was hoping to find here. However, there used to be an informal market over there in those little pathways. The best stuff you find on Borneo markets is usually the stuff some women bring in their tambok, in their basket, and put on a piece of plastic somewhere near the market. That's also usually where you find most of the fruits. Oh, here they chopped some sago palm. There used to be dozens of those around here. Now I see only a couple. Maybe they switched to some slightly different place. Let's look around. Yes, there are some people here and there selling stuff on top of plastic and old bags. There is also a couple of rare stuff. I forgot the name of this stuff, but I just bought some because it's tasty. I like it. But it's not like we are really in the fruit season. We are kind of around the fruit season, it seems. Rambutan, some limbi, fish, and unfortunately also some bushmeat. Here some flying foxes. Also a lot of rice cooked in pandanus or palm leaves. You can find a lot of interesting things on the Sri Aman downtown market. Oh, here's some slimy glibbery mushrooms. But for me there is nothing new here. After checking all the stalls and asking a few questions here and there, I'm heading to the bigger modern market, which is conveniently located at a new bus station. Here on the way, some lime. This seems to be the normal version or Tahiti lime. Here they have a wide variety of limes. So, yeah, you can find, and also they're calling a lot of things limes which we wouldn't. Here's some guavas, a soursop. Oh, what is this? Where does this red fruit come from? Wait a moment, this is an acerola. Where? Okay. Oops. Here is the acerola. One of the most vitamin-rich fruits in the world. Nice and sour, but not too sour. Since I have here the lime and the acerola, can tell you a story about sourness and vitamin C. So the acerola is one of the most vitamin C rich fruits in the world, but the lime is a lot more sour. Well, basically in the Middle Ages, the city of Amalfi realized that sailors get scurvy at sea, but if they eat lemons, they don't get scurvy. So the city of Amalfi, which was the major naval power in the Mediterranean at that time, but had horrible land for agriculture around it, started cultivating lemons on bare rocks, the famous Amalfi lemon, which is not very sour, by the way. Then the British, centuries later, decided that the sourness is what prevents scurvy. So they grew limes. Well, also because they had not so many possessions in the Mediterranean, but more in the Caribbean. Turns out, nope, the lemons have more vitamin C than the limes. And the acerola, which is less sour than both, has several dozen times more. Well, here is a sour sop. And I'm heading to this nice Chinese restaurant because it starts raining cats and dogs. That's the advantage of foraging in the city. You can sit down and have a coffee while outside is raining like crazy. Well, in the 1 minute when I was filming in the rain, I already got wet. But coincidentally, my hotel is less than 100 meters away, so that's not a problem. Here I bought this rare fruit. I've already made videos about it. I remember the name. Most call it langir, but the woman here used some different name. You can check out my videos on it. It's one very tasty and very special Borneo fruit, which is, I think it cannot be found anything outside of Borneo, which is a pity because it's one of the best Borneo fruits. Just check my videos on the langir fruit. I think I even have several species of it. So I arrived at the big modern market of Sriabad. Yeah, it basically confirmed what I saw at the remnants of the old market. We are more or less in/around the fruit season, but not in the season where there is a lot of rare stuff. I saw finally some Turio coteiensis, also some other rare things. Here, for example, ornamental pineapples. If you cut them open, you will find some flesh inside, but they are mostly used as decoration. Basically, yeah, that's the desired pineapple. If you have something like this, you can either, well, discard it, or you can just make it into a piece of art. Yeah, so there is fruit, there is more diversity than on any of the Kalimantan markets I've seen during the last month. But there is not too much rare stuff. Well, you must also consider the fact that there is not too much jungle around Sriabad. So most of this stuff is coming from the local farms and gardens. But yeah, so I'm near the fruit season here. But yeah, the big diversity of fruits that I would expect if I was back in the fruit season does not manifest. But still, I'm checking everything. Oh, I saw something interesting back there. I have to check it out. I'm checking everything in the fruit and veg section. Over there, the dry goods and the fish section. If you're a dedicated fruit hunter, you can check out those too, because if those people have a couple fruits or veg, they will also put them for sale. They might be a fisherman or a dry goods merchant, but if the mango tree in the garden has more fruits than you can eat, then why not put them on your stall? So yeah, those big markets in Sarawak, they are really good. You will find a lot of rare stuff, and you can also assess the local fruit season. And as always, the informal part of the market, where people don't have stalls but are selling their stuff just on plastic tarps on the ground, is much more diverse and has a much bigger fruit to veg ratio. See here, I think this is Durio coteiensis. Here I'm seeing several types of jungle mangoes, matoa fruit. Back there, even more different jungle mangoes. Still not the peak of the fruit season, but it's getting better, folks. Here's some strange lime lemon hybrid. Might make a video about it, but if I eat it, most of them just taste sour. With a couple of them, you get crazy taste sensations, but most of them are sour. Oh, here is something really special, folks. the redan or hairless rambutan. I've seen this only twice in my life. This is the third time. Sago worms. I might check out those tiny mangoes here. I really want to know what they are. Oh yeah, here finally we got a couple things which are interesting even for me. For me it's quite hard to find new things which are exciting enough to buy them and to film them. But here, yeah, here there is stuff. Now I really have to decide whether I should venture out into the hills and juggles around Sriabad or go by bus for the next 100 or 200 kilometers, because that will of course change the fruit season severely. Chinese fireworks are not without dangers, and guess who had to put them up again because of his size. At least I got a nice present for my health, not just a Chinese New Year card, but also a whole box full of mandarins. Great, guys. Yeah. Borneo is a lot of fun, folks, and this can also be considered a type of fruit hunting. Low tide in Sri Aman, and here are the crocodiles. Actually, I've never seen such a peaceful one. Well, it's not the man-eating size. This one is barely a meter long. In order to attack me, it should be around, 4 meters, 5 meters long, a big male. But yeah, it's nice to see such a chill croc right here at the beach promenade while the fireworks are going off. Let's see, maybe I find a bigger one. By the way, now the river is flowing in the right direction. If you remember, yesterday it was flowing upriver because of the tidal bore. Also, there is a coconut floating in the water. Yeah. Always check the rivers. One reason is you always know what's upriver. Last time I was here in the area, I was, well, for several weeks outside of the durian season, and then when going the, what was it? Not the Baram River, the Rajang River from Kapit to Blaga. I finally saw durians floating down the river. And then I know I maybe not had arrived yet, but I'm gonna arrive soon at the durian season. Well, here, no durians floating down river. And the coconut is also nothing unexpected. They are common and they have no season here. But still, we can hope. We can hope. Decided to do some foraging in a village-like neighborhood. Those are quite common. The cities grow so fast that sometimes they grow around little villages. Well, to be honest, I'm looking for the crocodiles. Well, no crocodiles, but coconuts already. Papayas. Hi folks, how are you? And here, I'm looking for Buah Lanka, and also I'm looking for Buaya Besar. Ada di sini jalan ke sungai? Jalan ke sungai? Ada? Oh, ada lumpur. Okay, terima kasih. So they say there is too much mud on the way to the river. Here's something which is not too common around here. A cashew apple. Those curved things are the so-called cashew nuts, and the reddish thing above them will swell to like 20-30 times its size and become a tasty fruit. Hey, terima kasih guys, see you again. So at least already we got something. What is this? Looks like a lychee tree. Rarely seen those around here. And if not a lychee, then I guess it's some other sapindaceae. Right, looks interesting here. I'm finding some new things. What was this? The kurondong? I'm always forgetting the Latin name of this hard sour fruit which those people like so much. They're actually tastier species in the genus, but they always grow this one. Well, almost always. So where are the muddy trails to the river? Let's check out this one. No crocodile yet, but I missed a small monitor lizard which just crossed this footpath. Disappeared somewhere in the water. Yeah. What have we got here? This thing with the red little fruits. Yeah, I've seen it near the sea in many places. Oh. Let's see what we get here. Bananas, pandanus. I wonder if I'm in a private thing here. Bigetlingera ginger, jackfruit, some other tocarpus, coconut, durian, dabai. Here some young rambutan. Well, let's see. Maybe something else will... Oops. Okay, colorful bird. Didn't see what it is, but it was very colorful. Blue and green. Young coconuts growing, young coconut trees growing out of the coconuts, which are not nuts. Just lying here on the ground. This looks like a fruit. Where now? Yeah, ada lumpur. There is mud. But the white man still wants to see the big crocs. This looks private. No more fruits around here. Mangoes, longan, blimby, white mulberries, matua. The diversity of fruit trees is quite amazing, but yeah, almost no fruits. You know what that means, folks? Not really in the fruit season around here. Even if there is stuff on the market in the neighborhoods, the diverse fruit trees, they look quite bleak. Oh, hi mister, how are you?
Fine.
No, this nice guy did not try to run me over, he tried to help me. He wants to show me how to get to the river. Oh, here, Sisyphus, and hopefully even to the crocodiles. Oh yeah, here we have good access to the river. A big mangrove apple tree on the left, hanging full of fruits. Breadfruit on the right. Oh, terima kasih, mister. What's your name?
Joy.
My name is Stravko. Thank you so much, Mr. Joy.
Welcome.
So the crocodiles seem to hang out, the big ones seem to hang out at the big construction site, which is probably supposed to become a big mosque. And, well, there is no access there, so they're hanging out there because they want to be undisturbed. So, no crocodiles here because, as you see, there are lots of boats, lots of stuff. But there is some interesting stuff around here, fruit-wise. Buoni paini, yeah? Boa nipa. Well, this is a nipa palm. I wonder why he doesn't recognize it. Maybe I don't recognize it. Maybe it's something different. Well, coconuts. More nipa palm. Boa habis. Boa ada. Nama boa pokok ini apa?
Buah pedada.
Boa pedada. Oh, terima kasih. So the mangrove apple here seems to be called boa pedada, but it's not ripe already. Belum musim ini. Belum. Already. Yeah, terlalu kecil. I already tried one yesterday, but they were not ripe. What is this here on the ground? Something? No, there are so many of them. No? Yeah, kecil ini, kecil. Belum musim. Yeah, the mangrove apples are not ripe. This great guy is helping me out here, but the mangrove apples are not ripe yet.
Itu limau kasturi.
Limau kasturi, the kasturi or calamansi lime, very popular here.
Sarawak kata limau belacan.
Yeah, limau belacan. Yeah, he says that it's right now it's not really the fruit season, but there are some fruits in season. Here the kangaroo grape. Ini asam, sambal.
Asam buah lakum.
Buah lakum, yeah.
Untuk masak asam.
Look at the kangaroo grape.
Dia boleh makan mentah. Dia asam saja pakai.
Yeah, terlalu asam. It's hanging full of fruits, kilos of fruits. And yeah, he says you cannot eat it, too sour. Well, the sourness is not the biggest problem, the oxalates are. They are making sauces out of it. Oxalates are being destroyed by heat. Let's see what we have here. I think this was edible too. And over there, a fruit which seems to be quite important for the Islamic peoples here, so for the Malay people. It's coming from India and the Middle East. Sisyphus mauritiana, or the Indian, Indian apple. No fruits. You will find it mostly in Islamic neighborhoods. Did I see a cactus? No, this is a spurge. No, your cacti. Terima kasih, mister. Bye. Know your spurges from your cacti. The spurges are not edible. The cacti, if you know how, when, and what, can be edible. Here is a cactus. This one you could even cook as a vegetable. Sugar cane in the back, papayas, bananas, another cactus. They like exotic plants as much as we do. Cacti for them are just as exotic as for people in temperate areas. So they're happy when they can plant one. I would really like to hang out more around here, but I need to go back. I need to decide very soon whether to take a bus to Sibu today or whether I should stay here. Another lime tree. Well, the ones that look like Tahiti or Persian limes, they're usually not tree-like. They're like a shrub, like a spreading shrub. Very interesting. Pisang Kepok, one of the varieties I'm able to recognize. Sorry for all the munching and cracking, but I'm eating the tasty matua fruits. They are really great. There's a pote chico here. With a couple of fruits already. Good neighborhood. Good fruit trees. Even some good fruits around here. Okra. I used to hate this vegetable as a kid. Now I can stand it, but it's still not my favorite. More limau kasturi guavas. And here behind the limau kasturi, this lime is growing as a very upright tree. There is again this Persian lime-like thing, which grows as a low shrub without a stem. Here another limau kasturi, not that upright, but still tree-like and trying to be upright. This flower they sell a lot at the markets, not sure for what. And this seems to be some lignum vitae. Here again a bilimbi. Good fruit diversity around here. Pineapple, a noni, Yeah, but still, I'm kind of feeling like continuing to Sibu. I made too many detours. Almost 1 month of detours in Kalimantan without too many fruits. And those fruits here, they are not new for me. I didn't see anything new. Yes, the area is very diverse in fruits, but nothing really new for me, so nothing too exciting. Now, what is this? Coix lacrima iobi in flower. See, I guess those are the female flowers are those hard things. They are really hard. They are hard as glass or porcelain. I guess the male flowers are those things hanging down here. I've never seen one of that size. Look at that. I'm almost 2 meters tall. This thing is 230, 240. Here you see the single grain, single seeds. They're really like porcelain, white with some dark stains and hard as porcelain. You need a lot of force, and if you break them with your teeth, well, in some case it might be your teeth which break. Here mulberries. Beautiful neighborhood. I really would like to explore it a lot longer, but I have to run for the bus station, folks. I want crocodiles, big crocodiles. So I'm breaking into the mosque construction site. Lots of people around here, but maybe I will manage to not be kicked out before I can see the crocodiles. It's not always about fruit, folks. Sometimes it's also about crocodiles. Hi everybody, how are you? Sorry, no, I just go over there. Terima kasih. Okay, seems like it's okay to cross here. Ada buaya di sana? Buaya besar? Oh, bagus. Terima kasih. Wow. So he says there are big crocodiles over there. Now let's see. No big crocodiles in the little stream. Guess they want peace and quiet. So they should be somewhere over there. But cannot see a single one. How can we make this into a fruit hunt? I guess we can't. Well. I guess I should have pre-ordered a couple crocodiles. Because, nope, there is not a single one around here. What a pity. Okay, now let's sneak back out of the construction site. Already at the famous night market of Sibu, which has suffered a lot during COVID. And night markets are basically not for buying fruit and veg. Night markets in Malaysia and in most of Southeast Asia are for eating the stuff which is too heavy and too fatty and too spicy to eat it during the heat of the day. So I don't want to talk so much about this night market, but about the markets in Sri Aman, which I visited today. Well, for me the experience was okay, but nothing special. But when I thought, actually there was a lot of rare stuff there. There were 2 species of jungle mangoes. There was redan or hairless rambutan, very hard to find. There was langir. There was matoa, also a little bit later in the Melayu Kampung in Sri Aman. I found a lot of interesting trees. Alligator apple, a matoa tree, cashew tree, stuff you don't find all the time in fruit. So actually, if I had had a little bit less experience in Borneo fruits, I would have been really impressed by Sri Aman. It was not on the top of the fruit season, but still worth visiting. Now I'm here in Sibu. As I said, night market is more for eating stuff your doctor doesn't allow you to. But tomorrow I'm gonna visit the biggest market in Sarawak with not dozens but hundreds of fruit and veg stalls. The giant building of the Sibu Central Market is quite eerie in the night's mist. Don't even know what the upper floors are housing. A parking garage and a couple other things. But the ground floor is gigantic. Hundreds of stalls, all neatly covered. Everything looks very industrial and large scale. Well, at least because of the light and the open space, it's not utterly creepy. I am scared to enter the central market of Kota Kinabalu even during market time. Imagine I had to do it by night. Here, at least, you feel safe. Lots of guards everywhere. And more and more and more stalls. What am I doing here? This market opens in the morning. If I want to assess the fruit season, there is nothing I can do on this market by night, but I get drawn to fruity places. Yeah, magically, it's like a drug. So, back to the market during the day, and you see the next disappointment. Most stalls are closed. In this section, most vendors are Chinese, and as you can hear behind me, it's Chinese New Year. Well, a lot of those stalls are closed on most days. I guess you can effectively just have that many stalls, and here they have more. But now, since it's Chinese New Year, about 80% are closed. However, if you have watched my Borneo market videos, you will remember that the formal, official part of the market is never the most interesting one. So pity most are closed here, but we are heading to the local section. Here we are at the fruit section, where local people are selling a lot of stuff. Good morning, sir. But I'm actually looking for something else. Oh, what is it? Where is it? It's not here. The really informal section. People sitting here on the ground, selling their stuff from simple tarps and tattered plastic bags. Also the people sitting outside selling durian and other stuff. Well, seems like the informal section has been totally abolished. Those are Iban and Dayak. They don't care about Chinese New Year. This place should be full with people sitting around and selling whatever they could get from their gardens and jungles and rivers. Well, at least the more formal fruit section is still here, so let's assess the fruit season. There is some bambagan or a sambawang. There is rambai. Rambai means we are at the end of the fruit season. Also some snake fruit. Well, bananas, they are always there. This was called some tamarind, despite the fact it was not tamarind. Here's some matua. Oh, the rambai is really ripe. That means fruit season is basically over. Forgot the name of those nuts. I collected them a couple times myself in the jungle. Yes, all this stuff here is not so seasonal. Very few seasonal fruits. Yeah, here they usually have a lot of durians, a lot of different, a lot of dabai, a lot of, oh come on, different jungle longans. I don't see anything of that kind. Usually they are being transported by boats here. Sibu is in the center of a giant riverboat network. It's become much smaller since they started building roads, but it still stretches from Kuching in the west to Blaga in the east, several hundred kilometers. On those riverboats they load dabai and jungle longans and stuff. But since there is nothing here, that means no fruit season, even upriver. I mean, yeah, there is a huge selection of fruits. The market is totally great, but it's not as great as it could be. And especially the seasonal stuff. The seasonal stuff is not here, folks. Here's some blimbi, some pea eggplant, and some, I guess those are some tiny banana flowers. So could they be ginger flowers? Rather ginger flowers. Yeah, not bad, but the seasonal stuff is not here. Sitting here in the food court of the market and assessing the situation. And the situation is disastrous. I mean, I could check out only about 70 to 80 stalls with fruits and veggies compared to the several hundreds on a normal day. But it's enough to tell me that the situation is really bad. I didn't see a single rambutan. I didn't see a single durian. Yeah, in the 2 months since I've been here, I haven't seen a single pulasan. Yeah, no tampoy at all. It was much better fruit-wise in Sri Aman. So yeah, and also because of the giant network of, well, not so giant anymore, but because of the still very extensive network of shipping routes upriver, I can see that upriver the situation must also be, yeah, we are not in the fruit season. Or the fruit season is really bad. Last time I was here 3 years ago, the hornbills were still flying around in pairs. You know those birds which are the symbol of Sarawak. If they are flying around in pairs, folks, there is no fruit season. Because as soon as the fruit season comes, the female is being cemented into a tree trunk and has to breed eggs. Well, so, yeah, quite bad. I decided I will not go upriver like the last 2 or 3 times I was here. I mean, it's really fun traveling for days with those super speed bullet boats upriver, looking at stuff on the banks, going to all those towns and villages which, well, the towns until recently had no roads. Most of the villages still have no roads. But this time I decided I'll go along the coast to Muka, to the small town of Muka. I doubt there will be a very expressed fruit season along the coast, but at least it's a new area to explore. I could also just take the bus and rush to Bintulu or even to Miri. It will be almost a day of grueling travel, but I don't want to do this. So I go explore the coast. Even if there are no fruits or no special exotic fruits, there are gonna be beaches and crocodiles. Such a gigantic market building and still nothing in there for me. Out of frustration, I'm opening another coconut with a unsuitable little knife.